All right. Good morning. So I'm a day late on this weekly update. I think we're on weekly update number 4 or 5. Might have to figure that out. So this is just another weekly update about my triathlon training for the Vancouver Triathlon in September. I said in previous videos that I would be working on an Excel spreadsheet for all my tracking and my logging of all my training. That is not the case still, so I'm not even going to try promising that until I start to utilize, honestly, like chatgpt or something, just to like make me something, because I'm not really in the mood to go on Excel and learn a bunch of formulas and do that. So instead, I'm still using, well, a new piece of paper for January. So this is the week for January 2nd to the 8th. I didn't really kill it in any sense. I kind of just kept a routine, which is good, but nothing crazy happened this weekend. I kind of neglected a little bit of the swim, so I only went for one swim. It was just a 1 kilometer swim, nothing too crazy. Felt good, but I also noticed that like my legs were sinking a little bit, and I obviously need a more of a kind of practice routine instead of just going front crawl balls to the wall for a kilometer and seeing how fast I can do it and without gasping for air. I noticed that my legs were sinking a lot this time around, and so I kind of want to work on that and maybe look into taking some lessons on some like professional, actually looking at how I swim and making sure I'm not just like wasting my time and doing unnecessary things that'll hurt me in the bike and the run during the race. So I only did one run, albeit it was a brick run. It was really good on January 2nd. So I did a 15-kilometer bike around the area, and then I ended up going to the beach, and then I did a 5.5K run, and then I did a 15K bike back. That was pretty fun. I felt really good. The first 5 minutes of that brick run were pretty hard, just like getting off the bike. And yeah, so a lot of things that I noticed this week were just some soreness, and I think trying to optimize my recovery is going to be something that's going to be really important for the entire time, because 10 months is pretty far away, and trying to do everything every single day is not going to work unless I'm eating better, sleeping better, and actually resting. So my sleep this week wasn't that great. I had a lot on my mind, a lot of things going on, but I know things are going to get better, so it's going to be fine. I'm not too worried about it. 1 week of bad sleep is no big deal. I have a meal plan that I'm going to be following that I will share with, I guess, on these videos a little bit later. Not like this Excel spreadsheet. This is not. This is going to be serious, and it's going to really help my training and make sure I get all like the proper nutrients and protein intake to help me out with all the working out that I'm doing. Apart from the triathlon training, I'm also still hitting the gym. So honestly, this last week was the best for hitting the gym. I hit the gym 4 times, which was great. I'm loving the gym, even though it's the New Year's rush and everybody's in and it's busy. Being flexible with my gym routine, but still making sure I hit all like the proper compounds and everything like that is, yeah, it's really motivating. I really like going to the gym, so I mean, why would I stop that? Especially with the bike being probably the one that I'm most scared of. Not because I think it's going to be the most taxing on my heart and lungs, but I think it's just going to be something that's going to be difficult for my leg strength. Making sure I still get those squats in and getting deadlifts, and just like making sure that like my lower body is still really strong, I think is going to really help me in the bike. And I biked a ton, honestly, this week. Just commuting, hit a couple stationary bike sessions, and then the big bike ride for the brick run was good. So kind of overall, I could definitely run more, but I think I'm just going to start periodizing the way I train in maybe like 2-week blocks or something like that. So like I'll be focusing on running for 2 weeks running. Honestly, hitting the gym is a non-negotiable for me, so hitting the gym is just going to be what it is. I'm going to have to hit it. And running, so I'll focus on running for 2 weeks, get like at least 3-4 runs in a week. And then maybe I'll take a step back from biking. And then hopefully I still want to maintain the 2 swims a week, at least, just to kind of keep me in it. But I really need to look into how I can optimize that by, using either implements, snorkels, whatever it might be, so that I can actually learn how to swim in a more efficient manner. So also I am on a volleyball team for this season. So for the next 3 months, I'll be playing volleyball once a week on Sunday nights, which will be really nice too, because triathlon training thus far has been it's an individual sport. So a lot of the time I'm doing everything by myself, which I really enjoy because I'm kind of always around people. So it's a nice thing, but it's also nice to get into volleyball and like compete with a team against other teams. And it's just like, it's good for the spirit, and that's kind of what I'm about. So having volleyball once a week will be great. And honestly, yeah, even my gym sessions these days, I feel like I find like a new gym partner basically every day that I go, which is great. So I'm making some new friends, working out, pushing each other. And yeah, so from that standpoint, from this last week and kind of how this week's going thus far, I'm going to try and work on more of my recovery game and kind of continue to do what I'm doing. So this next week, I'm not going to be here in Vancouver. I'm going to be back home. So the best thing about going back home is home cooked meals, get to sleep as much as I want, and I have memberships to a lot of the training places that I used to go. So I'll have the opportunity to swim, I'll have the opportunity to run, play some hockey outdoors, which will be great for everything. It'll be that's what I'm most stoked about. And yeah, and just like do other things and like see family and have a good time. I think it's going to be good for my mental and help me recover. And then by the time I get back, I'll have my meal plan in order, and then we'll be back to some legit training, and hopefully I have some more structure to it. So as we know, the last month has been basically to get in the routine of everything. Now going on here, we're going to get a little bit more focused and have a real plan is what I want to do, and optimizing recovery is going to be a big part of that. So I'll move from there. I am still stoked. I am seeing results already, and yeah, this is kind of my Bible. So I'm just going to stick with this right now. The Excel spreadsheet will come another day, but that's besides the point. So good week overall. Let's have another good week. And yeah, see you next week.